Today we are going to be assembling the step-through bike, which is Step-Through Jin X e-bike. This bike has turquoise color, which is shiny turquoise. A beautiful looking bike. It comes, as you can see, all wrapped up in foams and ties. To avoid any damages during shipping, the first thing to do is to take out the entire bike from the carton and remove all the ties. Once the ties are removed and the foams are detached from the bike, we will go ahead with the assembly of the bike. If you have done the assembly before, it should not take you more than 20 or 25 minutes at the most. And as you can see, the tires, these are anti-puncture tires, so they are very thick. This step-through bike at the moment comes in turquoise green color, which is very shiny, as well as matte finish at the same time. The first thing that we do is put on the saddle through the seat post. These are some of the accessories that come along with the bike. We'll go through them later on. The second thing that we do is we remove the fork protector from the front suspension. This suspension fork is basically used during shipping so that there are no damages to the suspension fork. Now, we will attach the front wheel. As you can see, there is a small rubber cap on the one side of the wheel. We will remove this. Quick release will go through this hole in the wheel. Now, this is the battery, how it is removed. We remove the battery with the help of the key. You can charge it while it's in the bike, or you can charge the battery by taking it out. All you have to do is put the key inside the step-through bike and unplug the battery entirely. There is a battery connector which attaches the bike to the battery. To put it back in, all you have to do is slide it back through that gap in the down tube. And that's it. Once we have attached the wheel to the front of the bike, we put the quick release through the forks and the wheel, and then we tighten it by going clockwise and making sure that the wheel is intact. Now we will start with the installation of the front headlight and the front mudguard. This is a straightforward process, and all that has to be done is the screw. Given screw has to be attached through the front fork, as you can see in the video. And both the headlight as well as the mudguard has to be attached tightly. Once we have attached the headlight and the top of the front mudguard, now is the time to attach the sides of the front mudguard. So there are two bolts which are attached in the frame itself. You have to unscrew them. And we go on with putting them back with the help of the bike tool set, which has been given. Now, we will attach the handlebar onto the front of the bike. We remove 4 of the screws, as you can see in the video. Once the 4 screws from the stem has been removed, we will raise the handlebar to its position, and we will screw them back the way they were before. The important thing to note down is that the position of the handlebar should be centered so that it's properly aligned with the entire front of the bike. Now we align the front of the wheel and the handlebar with the bike. For this, we unscrew these two nuts and the top of the stem, and we try to make sure that the entire wheel and the bike is aligned properly. Once it is done, we screw them back in. Now is the time to put together the rear mudguard. As you can see, half of the work is already done. Only the two sides of the mudguards have to be screwed. Using the tool set provided with the bike, we attach these two metallic straps at both the sides of the wheel in order to tighten the rear mudguard. Brakes are hanging down at the front. We raise it and we attach it to the left-hand side of the handlebar. The keys for the battery are usually tightened to the front of the bike. And that's pretty much your GIN X Step-Tho bike is all ready and assembled. So now you can enjoy the ride.